Good Friday morning to you. I'm Gerhard Mathangani with today's sports brief. The college football landscape has gotten a lot more interesting recently. Yesterday evening, the Pac-12 announced its plans to play in the fall. Now, the league announced it will play a 7-game conference-only schedule beginning on November 6th. The decision is a complete reversal of what they said back in August when the Pac-12 shut down all fall sports, citing COVID-19 concerns. The move also follows a similar decision by the Big Ten last week. The Pac-12 will play its championship game on December 18th. No word from the College Football Playoff Committee if playing 7 games in the league will make them eligible for the national title. Meanwhile, the SEC will begin the first of its 10-game schedule this weekend. All 14 teams will be in action Saturday for what is expected to be a gauntlet of a season. Auburn opens the year on the Plains at home against Kentucky. Meanwhile, Alabama will travel to Missouri for its first game of the season. Now, anyone who watches college football knows the path to the best record in this league will be one of the toughest in the country, but the players say they're excited for the challenge.
I love it. I love it. It's definitely a challenge. It's something that's never been done before. And with my mindset, I feel like, we take this season one game at a time and do what we need to do. Win one game of the season, 1-0 every week. We have the possibility to be the greatest team ever. And that's what I want. That's my end goal.
A 10-game SEC schedule is great. I think that it gives you a challenge every week, no matter who you're playing. This week, obviously, it's Missouri, so we're focused on that. But, in the long run, whoever comes out and wins all those games could go down as like the best team to ever play, because the SEC is the best conference in America, and if you can win all those games and prove that you're the best team, then that's pretty impressive.
Meanwhile, around the sports landscape, we are beginning to see a steady increase of fans in the stands for competition. Last weekend was highlighted by more than 20,000 spectators in attendance at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Sprint Cup race. College football has had a limited number of fans at select schools. Auburn, meanwhile, will have majority student body fan base for its game on Saturday.
It's really important. That just shows you Auburn family. Football is something that brings this community closer, and it's something that is essential. But it just shows you that, they should try to make it the best experience possible. Administration trying to make it the best experience possible for students and athletes during this quarantine. It's been a lot of dark days, probably in students' lives, a lot of dark days in the athletes' lives, and it's something that we all can look forward to now. It's really exciting, really, really exciting, and I'm glad and I'm fortunate to be here where they are letting that many students in, and I'm anxious to be a part of it.
Moving to high school football, Pell City has announced it will forfeit its game tonight against Calera because of COVID-19. It joins a list of teams to do the same this week. Jacksonville will have to forfeit 2 games. Meanwhile, Lee of Huntsville, Hazel Green, Wetumpka, and Mortimer Jordan will forfeit 1 game. There's also a pair of replacement games now set. Huntsville will travel to Piedmont, and Briarwood will face James Clements. Both those games will not count in the standings. And that is your sports brief for this morning. Our program continues next.